There is a land where the past never fades, but gently embraces the future. Japan, the land of the rising sun. Here, the passage of time is measured by the stillness of the tea ceremony, the unyielding spirit of the Bushido, and centuries of heritage preserved untouched. But do not be deceived by the stillness. Beyond the threshold of tradition lies a global powerhouse of innovation. Tokyo, Osaka, cities that never sleep, where the future is reshaped with every passing second. Serene yet vibrant, ancient yet pioneering. Come and experience the breathtaking harmony that is Japan. The geography of a nation is its destiny's code. While some lands are blessed by nature with vast plains and mild climates, others are born from the most violent furies of the Earth's crust. An island nation isolated on the eastern edge of the Eurasian continent is precisely such a place. It is a narrow strip of land stretching across multiple latitudes, where magnificent beauty and destructive power forever coexist, completely inseparable. Mountains and steep hills carve up 73% of the country's terrain, confining humanity to narrow coastal plains. Nature in Japan never permits its people to indulge in laziness or complacency. Instead, it compels them to constantly witness the breathtaking yet merciless grandeur of the cosmos. The grandeur of Japanese nature does not lie in a state of absolute abundance, but in the extreme transition of its 4 seasons. The brilliant pink of spring's cherry blossoms instantly gives way to the deep, storm-laden green of summer. The exquisite crimson and gold of autumn leaves are then swiftly buried beneath the bone-chilling, stark white snow of winter. This cyclical and decisive transformation has instilled within the psyche of the people here a perspective on human existence entirely distinct from the rest of the world, a sense of absolute reverence blended with a primal fear of nature. They realize that humanity can never master or conquer the heavens and the earth. Instead, we can only seek to understand it and rely upon it to survive. To understand the distinctiveness of modern-day Japan, we must turn back the clock to the 17th century. As the rest of the world began to embark on the wave of global trade and Western colonialism expanded across Asia, Japan made a startling historic decision to completely close off the country. The policy of Sakoku, or the Chained Country, lasted for over 250 years under the Tokugawa shogunate. Throughout those 2.5 centuries of isolation, Japan existed as a closed cultural laboratory. Unmarred by Western religion or thought, indigenous values such as Bushido, the artisan spirit, the tea ceremony, and the art of no theater were continuously cultivated and refined from generation to generation. This isolation allowed Japan to condense its identity to its purest essence, forging a unique cultural genome that no other nation possesses. In 1853, the American black ships appeared off the coast, using cannon fire to force Japan to open its ports to trade. Confronted with the imminent threat of being swallowed whole and colonized like many other Asian nations, the Japanese chose neither radical resistance nor submissive surrender. Instead, they executed a monumental reformation known as the Meiji Restoration in 1868. Their strategic mindset at the time was clear: learn from the West to surpass the West. They dispatched their finest minds to Europe and America to study science, technology, law, and military organization. Yet, the true miracle lay in the fact that while they absorbed the technological flesh of the West, their inner soul remained completely intact, retaining the samurai spirit, absolute loyalty to the emperor, and core traditional values. This perfect synthesis of Western technology and the Japanese spirit became the launching pad that transformed them into the sole industrial superpower in Asia at that time. Yet, the pinnacle of the Japanese historical spirit only truly manifested when they plummeted into the deepest abyss of tragedy. In 1945, emerging from World War II as a defeated nation, bearing the horrific devastation of 2 atomic bombs, their entire infrastructure was reduced to ashes and their economy utterly decimated. The world believed that Japan would need at least a century to recover. But the world was wrong. It was the strict, rigorous discipline of the old feudal era, combined with a deeply wounded national pride, that transformed into an inexhaustible source of energy. The Japanese labored with the mindset of warriors on an economic battlefield. Without complaint or resentment, they channeled every ounce of their strength into rebuilding the nation. Within just 20 years, Japan rose to become the second largest economy in the world, forging an unprecedented miracle in human history. History has proven Japan is at its strongest when backed into a corner. The Pacific Ring of Fire. This is the perilous geographical location of Japan. The nation sits directly atop the intersection of 4 major tectonic plates of the Earth's crust. As a consequence, roughly 1,500 earthquakes, both large and small, strike this strip of land every year. The Japanese live on a ground that is never truly still. Accompanying these earthquakes is the specter of the tsunami, a term the world borrowed in its original form from the Japanese language, for no other place understands its agony as deeply as they do. Furthermore, each summer and autumn, super typhoons from the ocean continuously make landfall, bringing torrential rains that trigger catastrophic landslides. Living in Japan means accepting a grim reality. Your home, your city, and even your very life could be stripped away by nature in a matter of minutes. In the face of nature's brutality, the mindset of the Japanese diverges fundamentally from that of the West. While Westerners seek to build dams, blast through mountains, and conquer nature with rigid industrial might, the Japanese embrace a philosophy of reliance and harmony. They realized that rigidity is bound to shatter before the power of the cosmos. Only flexibility can survive. Look no further than traditional Japanese architecture. 5-story wooden pagodas have stood resilient through hundreds of massive earthquakes over the past millennium. The secret lies in the fact that they do not use a single iron nail, relying instead on the flexible technique of interlocking wooden joinery. When the ground violently shakes, these wooden joints slide gently, swaying along with the seismic tremors to dissipate the force. The central pillar acts as a pendulum to maintain balance. The structure does not fight the earthquake, it dances with the earthquake. This is the pinnacle of survival thinking. Instead of confrontation, learn to coexist with death. This adaptation does not merely exist in architecture, it flows through the very veins of every citizen. The psychological phenomenon of bosai, disaster preparedness, is a mandatory component of the Japanese education system. From their days in kindergarten, the Japanese are trained never to panic when the earth shakes. The astonishing calm displayed by the Japanese during natural disasters is not indifference. Rather, it is the product of a lifetime of rigorous self-discipline. They prepare for a catastrophe as though preparing for an uninvited guest whose arrival is absolute. It is this very existence on the precipice of destruction that has forged their defining character traits: resilience, discipline, and an absolute composure before any upheaval in life. Natural disasters may flatten their structures, but they can never break their spirit. When life and all material things around them hang in a constant state of impermanence due to natural disasters, the Japanese channel their entire energy into elevating the most mundane daily actions to absolute perfection in the present moment. This is the very genesis of the shokunin spirit, the lifelong artisan. Step into a traditional sushi restaurant to witness the hands of a master. An apprentice in Japan must endure 10 years of rigorous training just to be permitted to stand at the counter and slice fish. For the first 5 years, they are only taught how to wash dishes, clean, and master the art of rinsing, cooking, and fanning the rice to the exact right temperature. The Japanese believe that the soul of sushi resides within the grain of rice, not the slice of fish. The hands of a true shokunin are a mechanical marvel. They must control the temperature of their own palms, ensuring they remain slightly cooler than body temperature. From the kitchen of the sushi master, Japan's pinnacle of aestheticism shifts into the serene space of chado, the way of tea. This is no mere act of drinking tea for refreshment. It is an ultimate meditative ritual aimed at seeking truth within silence. every single movement of the tea master's hands, from how they hold the bamboo scoop to measure the matcha powder, how they rotate the tea bowl thrice before presenting it to the guest, to how they wipe the rim of the bowl with a silk cloth, must adhere to a strict mechanical protocol established in the 16th century by the Grandmaster Sen no Rikyu. The Japanese possess a philosophical proverb, ichi go ichi ie, one time, one meeting. This philosophy reminds both the tea master and the guest that today's gathering, at this very moment, is entirely unique in a lifetime. Even if we meet again tomorrow in this exact same room, time will have marched on, we will have changed, and today's encounter can never be replicated. Therefore, one must serve the guest with all of one's heart and soul. Japanese aestheticism does not confine itself to things that are perfect from the outset. Rather, it reaches its supreme realm when confronting shattered pieces. This is the art of Kintsugi, the practice of mending broken pottery with gold. In other cultures, when a precious ceramic bowl breaks, people either discard it or attempt to hide the cracks with transparent glue, striving to restore a deceptive state of originality. But the Japanese do not. They embrace the fractures as an opportunity to honor the object's history. The gleaming golden lines do not conceal the wound. Instead, they transform the wound into its most magnificent feature. This is the physical manifestation of the wabi-sabi philosophy, finding beauty in things that are imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete. The Japanese understand that their lives and history are much like that ceramic bowl, constantly facing fractures inflicted by natural disasters and time. Rather than despairing or hiding their traumas, they choose to confront and heal them with gold, turning historical scars into a testament to their resilience and pride. As night falls, the ancient alleys of Kyoto become the stage for one of the most misunderstood cultural icons in the Western world, the geisha. In the popular imagination of outsiders, they are often associated with vulgarity. Yet, within the heart of Japan, geisha are living vessels of history and ancient arts. They do not sell their bodies, they sell their supreme artistic talents. A young woman aspiring to become a geisha must endure 5 to 7 years of rigorous training as a maiko, an apprentice, living within the communal okiya houses. They must master the shamisen lute, traditional fan dancing, flower arranging, calligraphy, and the most refined arts of conversation. The hand-woven kimono they wear weighs up to 15 kilograms, costing a small fortune. And the motifs on their robes must strictly change week by week to harmonize with the subtlest shifts of the seasons outside. The geisha is a key to time itself, preserving the aesthetic soul of the Edo period from being crushed by the vortex of the technological age. how can individuals with such intense personal aestheticism, like sushi masters or tea gurus, coexist in the world's most crowded megalopolises without triggering chaos? The answer lies in the concept of meiwaku, the culture of not causing trouble to others. This is the invisible moral code that drives the entirety of Japanese society. To the Japanese, encroaching upon public space or disrupting the peace of mind of those around them is an unforgivable transgression, a shameful act of selfishness. Consequently, their subways remain as silent as a cathedral. They queue in serpentine lines beneath freezing snowstorms without a single soul cutting in or complaining. Japanese society does not function through police surveillance, but through the utmost self-discipline of each individual for the harmony of the collective. They actively smooth away their own individual sharp edges to become sleek cogs, ensuring the mechanical clockwork of society runs flawlessly without making a sound. Yet, to maintain a social order so absolute it borders on the extreme, every Japanese individual must endure a life of intense inner turmoil. Society forces them to compartmentalize themselves into two polar opposites, tatame and hon. Tatame is the public mask, the synchronized politeness, the practiced smile, and the absolute endurance they must display before bosses, clients, and the outside world. Han, on the other hand, is the true self, the raw thoughts and genuine emotions they're forced to bury deep within their hearts. The sole escape valve for this simmering pressure is the late-night izakaya pub. Under the influence of sake, and shielded behind the rising smoke of grilled yakitori skewers, the tatami mask is temporarily lifted. There they are finally permitted to weep, to laugh, and to vent their grievances to their closest colleagues. But as dawn breaks, they put the mask back on, step into the subway, and resume their role as a flawless cog in the machine. Tranquil homesteads and the heart of the land of the rising sun. Leaving behind the relentless rush of subways and the sleepless neon glow of the megalopolis, another side of Japan unfolds. Here, the countryside emerges like a slow-motion film, a realm where time itself seems suspended over cascading terraced rice fields, cradling the morning mist. Take a deep breath. Can you catch the faint scent of young rice seedlings, the fragrance of damp earth after the rain, and the gentle murmur of water flowing through crystal clear streams? these ancient villages, nature is not merely a landscape to behold, but a kindred spirit. Thatch-roofed cottages stand nestled beside bamboo groves, while vibrant koi carp glide through small roadside brooks. Every hidden corner offers a profound sense of peace, soothing the turbulent storms within the traveler's heart. Sweeping across emerald green tea hills that seem to stretch into infinity, the eye catches glimpses of woven straw hats dotted amidst the verdant leaves. These are the faces of Japan's rural women. Look closely at their hands, weathered by the elements, yet incredibly swift and deft. They tend to each tender tea bud and plant each grain of rice with a reverent devotion, embodying the true spirit of the shokunin artisans. In their movements, there is no haste. They labor with a gentle smile and a quiet resilience, forged through countless seasons of nature's storms. They are the keepers of the land's soul, turning the sweat of the fields into the precious grains that sustain a nation. Yet, do not mistake these women for being bound only to the fields. While in ancient Kyoto, elegant geishas tread on wooden clogs to keep the arts of the Edo period alive. Here in the countryside, women choose a different, fiercely powerful way to move forward. They might be hospitable homestay owners, gifted artisans crafting handmade pottery, or engineers operating high-tech agricultural greenhouses. The Japanese woman is like water, soft and fluid, effortlessly navigating through harsh barriers, yet possessing an immense inner strength and resilience to preserve millennia-old cultural values from fading away. A late night by the hearth and the philosophy of Ichigo Ichi-e. As twilight bathes the distant peaks in shades of purple, and kitchen smoke begins to drift from ancient roofs, we are invited inside the warmth of their hearth. Under the soft amber glow of the lights, she deftly prepares the evening meal using fresh produce just harvested from the garden. The way she arranges each ceramic bowl, the way she offers a cup of warm tea, everything is steeped in the philosophy of Ichigo Ichi-e, one time, one meeting. They cherish this encounter, this very moment, understanding that life is impermanent and this night will never happen again. Rural Japan may be aging, but as long as the glow of the hearth is kept alive by the hands of these women, the aesthetic soul and profound hospitality of the land of the rising sun will remain untouched, waiting for the footsteps of travelers seeking their way back home. perfection always comes with a price. And the price of perfection in Japan is a state of systemic agony. When the spring of discipline is compressed too tightly for too long, it loses its natural elasticity. Japan has given rise to bitter societal terms that the world has been forced to retain in their original Japanese. Karoshi, death by overwork, where white-collar employees collapse right at their desks or on train platforms from sheer exhaustion. Or hikikomori, the phenomenon of hundreds of thousands of youth confining themselves within the four walls of a small room, completely severing all ties with family and society for years on end, unable to bear the crushing weight of expectation and the fear of failure. Even the world of exquisite geishas or sushi shokunins is steadily shrinking. Today's Japanese Gen Z youth are beginning to reject that life of rigorous ascetic training in pursuit of individual freedom. Modern Japan is facing its greatest crisis yet. The profound loneliness of the human soul within a social machine that is far too safe and convenient. The Japanese harbor a special love for cherry blossoms, not merely because they bloom in beauty, but because they fade so fleetingly. Within just 2 weeks of full bloom, the petals are swept away by a single strong gust of wind. The philosophy of Mano no Aware, a profound empathy toward the melancholy of the impermanence of all things, serves as the ultimate explanation for the Japanese identity. Living on an island nation where history is fraught with volatility and natural disasters loom, the Japanese deeply understand that all material possessions, all prestige, and even life itself can vanish in a single night. Precisely because they know that life is ephemeral, they choose not to dwell on regrets of the past, nor to fear the uncertainties of the future. Instead, they pour their entire existence into living brilliantly and reaching absolute perfection in the present moment. They whisk a bowl of tea as if with their very life. They hone a sushi blade as if with their very honor. And they mend the cracks of broken pottery with brilliant gold. Japan is more than just a nation. It is a profound lesson in the philosophy of human survival. A place where people learn to achieve perfection in the smallest of details. Standing defiantly tall against every storm that heaven and earth may unleash.